What is up, folks? So, what are we looking at here? This is the Pierce Motorsports 6-point tie bracer. Yes, that is what they call it. Pierce Motorsports. This thing is a behemoth. I've been waiting on this for forever. I think I ordered this well, maybe not forever, but I ordered this probably right around a month ago, and it finally came in. Well worth the wait. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Pierce Motorsports makes a great product. They're pretty well known in the racing community, especially the grassroots racing community. They make a lot of, racing products and applications for a lot of different platforms. The Focus ST, the new Hyundai Veloster N, the Mazda Miata. So Pierce Motorsports is well known. If you don't know about them, go and check them out, piercemotorsports.com. But anyway, so let's talk about this and what it is and why I'm so stoked to have finally received it. Well, so this is, like I said, what they call the tie bracer bar. So normally this bar right here would connect your two lower control arms together on the front of the Focus ST. And most people, they just buy this bar. Pierce does sell just a 2-point bar. They also sell a 4-point bar, but they do just sell this bar right here. And other companies sell this exact same bar as well. TB Performance, FS Works. I have a bar from FS Works that's just the 2-point bar. And what that does is it helps to eliminate the deflection of the lower control arms and ultimately the wheels under hard acceleration, cornering, and deceleration. But just a 2-point bar can only do so much. So what Pierce has done is they've gone and added 4 more points with a total of 6 points to this bar. So basically they're tying in the 2 front lower control arms to the lower subframe, and then tying all that into the chassis. So these bolts will go to the actual chassis of the car, the actual unibody, I guess you could say, of the car, and then these will go to the subframe bolts right here, and then these tie in to the actual lower control arm bolts that bolt into the subframe. So you are taking all of that stuff that kind of moves and flexes because of, bushings and blah blah blah, and you're keeping it and holding it tight together so that under acceleration, deceleration, cornering, everything, there's like zero deflection. I believe on Pierce's website they said this is made of chromoly steel or chromoly alloy. It looks super rigid. This thing is way lighter than it looks. I know this looks like a behemoth of a thing, but it is super light, which I am glad about, because the last thing I want to do is add a bunch of weight over the front end. So anyway, I can't wait to throw this thing on. I already got the car jacked up. I'm going to go into there, take off my old FS Works bar, and throw this one on, and we will see how everything lines up and ultimately how it feels. I just like looking at this thing right now. It's really nice. I can't find any real flaws in here. Everything looks super good. So when it comes to quality and fit and finish, or at least finish, Pierce definitely gets a win in my book. So yeah, let's throw this thing on, guys. Alright. Okay, y'all, so I just wanted to show you what the FS Works 2-point bar looks like. Like I said, it pretty much looks like that front bar, that front piece of the Pierce Motorsports bar, but obviously it doesn't have all of the rest that the Pierce Motorsports bar has. So it connects the lower control arm, or A arm, which is right here, to the other lower control arm, or A arm, which is right there. And a bolt runs right through here, and that's how it attaches to the subframe. Alright y'all, so I have taken off my old bar, my old 2-point from FS Works. As you can see, it's been on this car years. It's taken a lot of abuse. It's held up very, very well. I've got nothing but good things to say about this piece. I believe it was under $100, I want to say, at the time that I purchased it. I did notice a big difference when I put this bar on years ago. I did notice that. This was way before I had suspension and an LSD and everything. The car was pretty much bone stock when I added this piece. I don't even think I had motor mounts or a rear motor mount. But I'm just showing you that piece in comparison to the Pierce brace. You can see how much larger the Pierce brace is than just the 2-point here. Like I said, a lot of people just buy this 2-point right here and you know, rock that for a long time just like I did, but Pierce has decided to tie in the rest of the subframe as well as the unibody chassis and make the bracing so much more substantial. So there you go, just for a visual comparison as to how much weight, you know, just to so you can see the how much more bracing that the Pierce Motorsports Tiebar is going to do versus the regular 2-point bar right here. Okay folks, so we are done and the Pierce tie bracer has been successfully installed. Honestly, it did not take me that long at all. You know, I had to stop to obviously film this video and to get a couple tools, but I'm gonna do y'all a favor and help y'all out here, give you something I didn't have, let you know what you need to install this. So I suggest threading these 2 bolts in to start first. Once you've uninstalled the bar you had here, if you had a bar, or once you've taken out these bolts and the A-arms, and you've taken out these bolts right here, the subframe bolts. I don't know if you can see that. And once you've taken out these bolts right here, once you've done that, and you're ready to put the actual brace on, let's see. There we go, if I could get my camera to work. Once you're actually ready to put the brace on, thread these bolts in here first, just a little bit. Make sure that the threads actually catch. And for those bolts, you will need a 18mm socket, long socket, okay? For these bolts in here, you're going to need a 21mm socket, okay, a long socket. And for those final bolts way down there, you're going to need a 15mm socket. Nice. You're going to want a thinner socket so that you can still get in here and catch that bolt and tighten it. Other than that, she went on great. I torqued these for this one, and the other 2, the big main bolts, the 4 main ones. I torqued those to 110 foot-pounds, and then the rear bolts, because those are actually very small and I didn't want to break those, I torqued those down to like 65 foot-pounds. So I did 110 for the big bolts, that are coming out of the front, and then for the rear going to the chassis I did 65 foot-pounds. If you guys have any suggestions as far as torque specs, if I need to torque those rear ones down even further, you let me know, but it seemed really tight. This bar isn't going anywhere. This brace is super tight, so can't wait to lower it, lower the car down, and take it for a test drive. Other than that, I would say fitment is like 8 or 9 out of 10, to be honest with you, if not a perfect 10, because this is a 5-year-old car. I have full suspension, lots of bracing, motor mounts, and this bar still fit on there damn near perfectly the first time. So, you know, if this brand new bar, because Pierce makes these bars to order, so it's not like they had this sitting around. If this brand new bar made on a jig that's made to fit a bone stock Focus ST can fit on my car after years of abuse, I mean, I'd say that they've probably done their homework, and this is a good fitting piece. And she looks real beefy. So yeah, time to see how she feels. Oh, and one last thing. I have so much more room between my charge pipe and the bar here now. Before, with my FS Works bar, it would actually rub up against my charge pipe. This is an aftermarket charge pipe that's 2.5 inches in diameter, and as you can see, there's actually an area here where that was rubbing up against the bar for the longest time, and I would always have to adjust the charge pipe, or after a while I just said, you know, kind of forget it. But now there's so much more room in here. I can almost get a whole finger in there, so that's great, having that extra room and not causing, you know, probably a little bit of false knock readings and other stuff and vibrations. So that's a huge plus. Lots of clearance. For those of you guys who are like super lowered and super slammed, you probably wouldn't be running a bar like this anyway. This is more of a performance oriented modification, but you might want to keep it in mind that this bar does come down lower than your typical bars, and the farther you go back, this bar, the secondary bar back here, is even slightly lower. So just keep that in mind for you guys that might be super, you guys and gals that might be super slammed or whatever. You know, be very careful going over you know, tall things or whatever. So all right, let's set her down and see how she feels. What's up, y'all? So I couldn't wait. I was impatient, and I went and took her for a test drive tonight. And here are my initial impressions so far of the Pierce Motorsports 6-point Tiebar bracer. So the first thing I noticed, and when I say first thing, I mean like immediately, I noticed that there were no vibrations in the car. Like, I won't say none, but all of them, like 90% of the vibrations, like from the motor mounts and the 3-inch exhaust and just, you know, having a modified car and suspension and all that, almost all of that was gone, like almost totally. And it's funny because, like, in one of the reviews on Pierce Motorsport's website, that's exactly what another person who has the same car and has the same bar said. They said that it killed all of the NVH, you know, the noise, vibration, and harshness from the motor mounts and from a, you know, like a modified car. So that is a real thing. That really happened, and that's pretty cool. It was kind of weird though, because, you know, I hit the gas kind of free revving, you know, and you subconsciously expect to feel the car respond, and it didn't. It was really nice and more OEM like inside, which is pretty cool. Let's see, the next thing that I noticed a big difference is the cornering, the feel of cornering. So before I noticed body roll, you know, or It might have not even been really body roll at this point with all the modifications I've done to this car. It's more probably like tire wall flex. And I'm still kind of, the jury's still out, because now this car turns extremely flat, like lock to lock, steering wheel lock to lock. Whatever the Tiebar did, the car corners very, very, very flat now. There's almost no side to side roll at all that I can notice, which I think is pretty cool. And also the steering response, of course, did increase quite noticeably. I haven't yet really pushed the car with this brace, so I'm gonna reserve, final verdict until I do. You guys probably see it's wet out here. I'm not trying to do anything crazy, but I did go into an empty parking lot and do a couple of medium speed figure eights, and I want to say that the car it rotates quite nicely, even nicer than before. I was afraid that it was going to be more understeery and more pushy. It was going to want to push, mid corner with throttle application, but it seems like it actually wants to do the opposite, and now the front really wants to grip more than it used to. So that which is awesome. That's excellent, and it kind of makes sense, locking the front suspension and the front subframe all together, and with an LSD and everything, is just going to increase the grip. So far I like it. Oh, and the last noticeable thing I will say, not least, but the last noticeable thing is definitely acceleration. It accelerates very flat. So the car doesn't really nose up anymore when it accelerates. Not that it did a lot in the first place, but now the acceleration is a lot snappier, for lack of a better word. It kind of responds a lot faster, which I like. That was noticeable the moment I took off, actually, after pulling out of my driveway. So, all right, well, it's cold out here and it's rainy. I'm gonna go drive some more, and I'll have a video for you guys in a couple of days when I take this thing to the autocross event coming up, and I'll let you know how it does when it's pushed to the limit. Until then, thanks for watching, and you know where to find me. See you guys later.